Now, the death toll continues to mount in the Mustafabad tragedy. At least 11 people have died after a building collapsed. Search operations are underway to locate survivors at this point. Now, this incident occurred during the early hours on Saturday. CCTV visuals, which you can see on your screens at this point, show the moment that the building came crashing down in a matter of seconds. Visuals show dust billowing into the air, obscuring the view as the building turned into rubble. Now, rescue teams from the NDRF, Delhi police and local authorities have launched an operation to locate and evacuate those who are still missing. The collapse is believed to have been triggered by a dust storm and heavy rainfall that hit parts of the capital. The police will investigate the reason behind the building collapse.
सारे नियमों को ताक पे रख करके इस तरह की भवन निर्माण में जो अधिकारी दोषी हैं उनको भी सजा मिलनी चाहिए, जो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर या जो बिल्डर उसमें लगा है उसको भी सजा मिलनी चाहिए। और ये इतनी जिस तरह की बिल्डिंग्स यहाँ पे पूरे के पूरे शहर में हैं उन सब को नोटिफाई करके उन पे एक्शन होना चाहिए। इस तरह से जिस दुर्घटना होने के कारण लोगों का मारा जाना, क्षतिग्रस्त होना हम सब के लिए बड़ा पीड़ादायक है।
We're crossing over to my colleague Pradeep, who's tracking the developments here as far as the rescue operations are concerned. Pradeep, the death toll has risen to about 11. Interestingly, what is being cited as preliminary information is that the building collapsed due to rainfall and heavy wind as well. Let us know about what's going on as far as the investigation into this is concerned, as well as the update as far as the rescue operation is concerned.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Very unfortunate and tragic incident. It was a night of horror and a morning of grief for the people who were trapped inside the beneath the rubble of that building that collapsed in Mustafabad area. It was at 2:29 a.m. last night when all of a sudden the building collapsed like pack of cards, because of which many people got buried. And by 2:50 immediately after that, the fire brigade people, then NDRF and other people rushed to the spot, and rescue operation had been continuing for hours together. And 11 people have lost their lives, 22 have been rescued, and they have been shifted to hospital. Some of them have been discharged. They got the minor injuries. They were lucky enough that they were safe. And still the operation is continuing because some people are said to be missing. It's not clear whether they are trapped or not. But yes, a rescue operation had been continuing. And what makes this rescue operation really challenging is that because of congested lanes and bylanes, because of which there is a space constraint. And because of the space constraint, rescue team is not able to navigate that way because it took a lot of time, because they have to come out with a specialized cutter to cut the iron bars, and finally they managed to get the crane also and JCB machine also so that they can clear debris. I had been throughout day there yesterday. So I saw myself that how the operation was being conducted, because it was very difficult time, and especially the people of that area, they had been praying for the well-being of the people who were trapped. We saw that without food and water they had been there. There was anxiety in their eyes. There were prayers on their lips. But the unfortunate thing is that what we have been told by the sources, one is that no doubt it has been triggered by the fast-blowing wind as well as the rainfall. But reason being that what we have been told by the sources there is that there was a construction going on, because at the ground floor of that 4-story building there is a shop they were constructing. And now the question arises, who had given the permission for the construction, because this was an old building. That's one of the reasons the Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta has already announced a probe in this regard. She has said that nobody will be spared, even the contractor and the builder will be taken to task. How come the construction work was going on and who had given the permission for construction? There are several houses that have developed a crack in that area. That means there are several old structures. Now what the authorities will be doing in near future is that they will be serving notices to those houses so that the people can be vacated from there to the safer places. Already in some of the houses we have seen the people had been vacated because the cracks have developed after the crumbling of this house that happened in Mustafabad area. So it's a congested locality, but unfortunate thing is that we always learn lessons after a tragedy, and this thing should not have happened, because after losing 11 people, and if we are trying to learn lesson and trying to ensure that the notices are to be served and the people are to be vacated, that's not really a good thing. I think the people should have understood, and even the authorities should have taken action in this regard. Let's see what really will come out of probe. But yes, unfortunate incident, 11 families completely shattered, which included women and children who lost their lives, and the rescue operation had been continuing even for the second day today. still they are trying to see that whether somebody is trapped or not, because they want to be doubly sure before concluding the operation. Though
Yes.
the last floor was also being cleared, but still they got the sniffer dog also with them. They use sensors, they use technology, and they use heavy machine, whatever was with them, to ensure that the rescue operation is completed at time, and each and every person who is still buried there can be taken out and shifted to hospital. So priority is to save lives of all those people who are injured, and they are to be provided with the best of the treatment in the hospital here in Delhi.
Absolutely. Pradeep, thank you so much for joining us and getting us a comprehensive report on what exactly the situation is at this point. We'll continue to track the developments here. Now, shifting